dear 10th class, how are you all? Students, welcome to the maths class. Yesterday we have done exercise 7.2 till question number 5. So today we are going to start further from the question number 6.
Question number 6 of your exercise 7.2 is if 1, 2, 4, y, x, 6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, then find the value of x and y. Students, to solve this question we need to remember one result of the parallelogram, that is its diagonal bisects each other. So if I am supposing its center point as O, then its value from AC or its value from DB must be equal, because O is the center for AC as well as DB. Just by comparing the two equations from the two sides, we will get the value of x and y. We are using the property that the diagonals of the parallelogram bisects each other. Therefore, the coordinate of midpoint of AC must be equal to the coordinate of midpoint of BD. So, we know that midpoint is given by x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So, similar we are applying on AC. Similarly, this result we are applying on BD. So, on comparing the two, we are getting 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 3 plus 4 by 2 and 2 plus 6 by 2 as 5 plus y by 2. On solving these two equations, we are getting the value of x as 6 and y as 3. Next, the question number 7 is find the coordinates of a point A where AB is the diameter of the circle whose center is given as 2, minus 3 and one end of the diameter as 1, 4. So here we have drawn the figure for the same. So B is given as 1, 4, A we need to find. So let us take its coordinate as x, y and its center is 2, minus 3. Students, as O is the center of AB, so we can apply the midpoint formula over here. So x plus 1 by 2 must be equal to 2. Similarly, y plus 4 by 2 must be equal to minus 3. From here we are going to calculate the value of x. So as O is the midpoint of AB, so we will use the concept of midpoint. So x plus 1 by 2 and y plus 4 by 2 must be equal to 2, minus 3. So comparing both the pairs, so we get x plus 1 by 2 as 2, which implies x is equal to 3. Similarly, y plus 4 by 2 is equal to minus 3. We will get y as minus 10. Hence, the coordinate of A are 3, minus 10. Students, next question number 8 is if A and B are minus 2, minus 2 and B point is 2, minus 4 respectively, then find the coordinates of P such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 of AB. And P lies on the line segment AB. That means it is lying somewhere in between A and B. Now, the thing which is to be considered over here is that here the ratio of AP upon AB is given to you. And in section formula, what we require AP upon PB. So, that means AP makes 3 section, then PB makes the 4 section of entire AB. Again I am repeating this, students. Here this is a way they used to confuse the children. So do look for the ratio what is given to us. Be careful with this. So here we require AP upon PB to apply the section formula, whereas they have given you AP upon AB. So we know that if entire is of length 7, AP is of length 3, then PB must be of length 4. So that means AP upon PB ratio will be 3 by 4. So next we are going to find the coordinates of P by using the section formula. So they are just applying the section formula here, that is m1x2 plus m2x1 over m1 plus m2. Similarly, m1y2 plus m2y1 over m1 plus m2. So just substituting the values of m1, m2, x1, x2 and y1, y2 over here and solving this, we are getting the value as minus 2 by 7, minus 20 by 7. Next, question number 9 is find the coordinates of the points which divides the line segment joining the point A minus 2 comma 2 and B 2 comma 8 in 4 equal parts. 4 equal parts means we require 3 points in between, that is P, Q and R, suppose. So that means each section is of 1 units, or you can say 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1. Okay. Now when I am talking about the point P, so P will divide the whole AB in the ratio 1 is to 3. Similarly, Q will be the midpoint of AB. Clear? Next, R will divide the whole AB in the ratio 3 is to 1. This is the very important thing in this question to understand. Rest, just apply the section formula and you will get the values of P, Q and R. I am again explaining, students. P will divide the entire AB in the ratio 1 is to 3. Q will be the midpoint of A and B. Next, R will divide the whole AB in the ratio 3 is to 1. So now one by one we will find the coordinates of P, Q and R. So first we are calculating the coordinates of P as it is dividing the whole AB in the ratio 1 is to 3. Applying the section formula, we are getting the values as minus 1 comma 7 by 2. Next, we are finding the value of Q, which is the midpoint of A and B. You can use midpoint or 2 is to 2 ratio. Both will give the same answer. So here the coordinate will come out by using section formula as 0 comma 5. Next, we will calculate the point R. So last, Q, which is dividing the whole AB in the ratio 3 is to 1, will be calculated on the basis of section formula, and on solving it is coming out to be 1 comma 13 by 2. Students, I hope now you are able to apply the section formula easily. Last question of your exercise, that is question number 10, is find the area of the rhombus whose vertices are given in order. Vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, minus 1, 4 and minus 2, minus 1. They are taken in order. They have already given you a hint that the area of the rhombus is nothing but half the product of its diagonal. This you already know. So students, how we are going to proceed in this question? So here we will be finding the diagonals AC and BD by using the distance formula that we have studied in exercise 7.1. So students, I am leaving rest of the part on you. So question number 10 is your homework. Do try this question at home.
That's all for today, students. Do revise what we have done in the class today. Do your homework also. And you have any query regarding the topic, please feel free to ask on the Google Classroom. Thank you. Take care and have a great day ahead.